Anybody else? Otis.
I don't. Manager, her husband Ray passed away last week. Past state chaplain, really great people.
And I'd like to take a moment of silence. We kind of mentioned in our opening prayer, but for Washington State Trooper Gadd, who was killed early Saturday morning on I-5, we can take a quick moment of silence in his honor and honor his wife and 2-year-old daughter. So we'll take a quick moment. All right. With that said, he wasn't a veteran, but he was a member of our local community out there defending our freedom, keeping our roads safe. I was wondering if how you guys thought, let's just throw it out there, that maybe we donate, let's say $500 to Tunnels for Towers, which is a national organization, with a letter requesting that potentially they provide services to Trooper Gadd's family. And what they do, the foundation either pays off their mortgage or buys them a house, or if it's a handicapped veteran, they'll build them a handicap accessible house from scratch. I'm just throwing it out there as a discussion item. How do you guys feel about that?
Second.
I didn't make a motion, but I just, I haven't gotten that information yet. Yeah, but if Tunnels for Towers can get involved at the national level and pay off their mortgage, and that'd be a huge thing, more than what we could. I'm going to try to contact them or contract the State Patrol office in Marysville, and kind of find out what they're doing. I didn't.
And the benefits for an officer killed in the
Okay. All right. Well, I'll check with them too. So let's just think about it, churn on it, and we'll talk about it next month. But I still wanted to throw it out there. Okay. Report of all committees, Poppies.
Sure. We had Fred Meyer last puppy drive, which was in November. I started contacting the stores and establishments in mid-February. So we at this time are set up at our usual Food Center, Safeway, Hagen, and Fred Meyer. I have Monday, I submitted a list. I made an order for some of the stuff. I went through the bins, everything that was completed, which was heavily included after Veterans Day. It's on its way here. I have some paper sign-up sheets in the back for those of us who still use paper. And it is set up in the signup.com. I sent an email out to the 65 people on that list. So hopefully you have it in your file somewhere. Commander, Otis, Jim, and Scott Schaefer. They let me know what they wanted to do, so they're already in the system. So
already signed up for one.
So just let me know what's up. I'd really like to get as much of our shifts filled by the post members this time as possible. Before we start to disperse any spots out. Thank you.
All right, Ramp It Up. Bruce isn't here. Do you have an update on Ramp It Up for us, Otis?
So just a quick one, we did a retrieval, Eric, Jim, Doug White from Gold Bar, we did a retrieval of a ramp that we installed 2 years ago for a veteran in Gold Bar, and he unfortunately passed. His family called us, we did the recovery, put it back in the yard. Conrad White from the Gold Bar folks, but he's helping the new Stanwood. We're gonna have a ramp out there to do coming up this spring. The wife of the veteran wants to rebuild the porch before we put a ramp on it. But Doug will let us know and we'll get the word out. See if we can get a crew.
If you could give me the info, I can talk to CVMA and see if we can get bodies out there.
We'll just see how big it is.
Yeah.
You know, this one we had, Jim was gonna come, but we didn't need that many bodies for this retrieval. We'll just see how intricate. I have no pictures or anything yet, but
My thought, my thought is because CVMA wants to get more involved with more of the aluminum builds and stuff, because we've been doing wood. If we could get into basically seeing how that might be set up and everything, because we were trying to work with Bruce earlier, just hit and miss with that type of stuff. So I think you can get out there and see what's about. We might be able to assist with those.
All right, all set, Otis? Okay. Adopt a unit.
First off, I wanted to say, as I look out in the room, I see a lot of folks that supported the adopt unit over the last couple of months, whether that be through desserts being donated, cash to buy desserts, or wine for the wine pull at their most recent dining out that was held this past weekend. So I want to give an update. We raised our most ever since 2019 of doing this thing, $2,900 through our dessert dash. And it couldn't have happened without folks like y'all getting behind us and making it happen. Furthermore, we got bottles of wine donated, 32 of them, in fact. That raised $800 for their cup and flower fund so they can keep having events like this. I look out in the room and a number of you were out there helping set up, helping tear down, making their event about them so they didn't have to worry as much about making it outstanding. It gives me goosebumps to chair this committee that does so much and adds values to the soldiers and their families still wearing the uniform as citizen soldiers. Okay, so that's some really important stuff, and I want to applaud and commend everybody here and let you know, if you want to be on the committee, get with me afterwards. Many hands make light work, and boy, I see us doing more and more for them, especially while they remain dispersed down at JBLM. In that vein, I've already asked Chris to get with district or department or however it works to give kudos to PFW Post 318 down in Olympia. They hosted it at no cost, so we split that $2,900 with them, just like we would do at the Everett Post when they would host us for no money. Okay, they're wonderful people. They went above and beyond. They did the honor guard, and it was great to see VFW Post collaborations, making it great for the soldiers. Next item of business, the Mahonia replanting. If you recall, we raised $325 to replant those Mahonias that were underneath the monument site that's been removed in anticipation for our armory getting the addition on it. I don't know when that addition is going to happen, and so those plants will just remain in the ground. There's no rush to move them. Once we start seeing some dirt work, anybody who donated for that $325 is getting one of those, and so then we'll have a replanting. I'll put that information on, so if any of you want to come and be part of that, you can be. The last thing, I put in the community relations request, and so we're going to have a vehicle at the Memorial Day ceremony, be it through our unit, and if they can't fulfill it, then we've got another individual, Brian Corneal, on our committee who's up at Marysville, who said he'd try and spirit that through so we can have our present like we have in years past. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thanks for all your hard work, Tom.
Cool.
All right, voice of occupancy, Patriot Pen, Youth Essay, those are all complete. Scout, I got a Scout submission. Looking at getting a second one after I bought Girl Scout cookies. roped the troop leader into it. So we've got one submitted. I'm gonna follow up with the lady. I just talked to her on Sunday about getting a second one, which we can share with other posts in the district if they don't have any. Law enforcement, Otis talked about it last month. Safety, Otis talked about it last month. Or no, fire and safety. Otis and I are going to the commissioners meeting on Monday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. at the RSD.
Not at their little,
No, the school, Greg said there, some reason theirs is rented out or something.
okay.
The Resource Service Center.
Yep, so we're going to be in the conference, the school board meeting conference room at the RSC at 6 or 7 o'clock on March 11th to hand out their certificates and cash awards.
Ellie did it the other day.
Membership, Matt.
Anybody else that wants to join, love to have them. Just, do your best to get involved and, yeah, all I got.
Okay. Yep, you're good. Nope, nope, keep going. All right. All present will rise. Attend hut. Uncover. Comrade Chapman, we would now ask divine blessings upon our National Home for Children.
Oh my God. Let us turn our thoughts towards Eaton Rapids and with bowed heads join them in their prayers. Repeat after me all in unison. Suffer the little children to come unto me
Suffer the little children to come unto me.
and forbid them not,
Forbid them not,
for such is the kingdom of God.
for such is the kingdom of God.
May God bless our national home.
May God bless our national home.
Amen.
Attend hut. Cover. Finish release. Right, go to the unfinished slide. Right there we go. All right, Reach Across America. So I'm a trustee for the GAR Cemetery. Daryl Gurnis, who's a member at both posts, is approximately 50 to 60% done identifying all the veteran grave sites at the JR. We're estimating it's about 5,000. So as soon as we get a firm number, then I'm going to contact Reach Across America, get it signed up. Talking to Terry Stinson, who does it for 7511 in Monroe. We're okay. We're not behind the power curve. It's just we're going to have to publicize it and fundraise a lot for donated wreaths between the time that we get it going and December 14th, which is the day that Reach Across America gets executed country or nationwide. So I'll give you more information on that as soon as I get the firm number from Daryl, and then I contact Reach Across America. Membership renewals, Matt just talked about that. If you haven't renewed your membership and you're an annual member, either please go online to VFW.org and renew yourself, or contact Stanley via email. He can renew you from he's on active duty over in Korea for a couple weeks. He can renew you over there, and then you can reverse it by check or cash when he gets back. But we want to make sure that everybody's not check your membership. If you're close, just go ahead and renew it. That way we don't lose anybody that way. Yep, VFW.org. New business, George, you're up.
All right, so last year we went ahead and had the VFW Hunger Smash tournament, co-ed football tournament, and we did pretty substantial in regards to raising food cans and donations to the Everett Naval Base and the food bank local to that area. We figured it out because it's not just easy to go and say, here, Navy base, here's a bunch of canned food. That's good. We have to document and validate and all other stuff. Looking to do that again this year and have, well, I'm working with Terry from District 1, but they may not be able to stoke the funds for the COI this year. So I was wondering if the post would be able to help facilitate some of that. We got our money back in regards to what we paid last year. And it was great publicity for at least the VFW because we had around 6 teams. We already locked into 12 teams this year. And I have the Toledo tribe actually backing it with some funds along with bodies as well. So it's going to be a good turnout. It's on April 27th. We're already getting our teams and everything orchestrated right now. And it's just, if you guys want to come out and even just see what it's about, it's a good time to do it. Teams able to play, either donate $10 in canned goods or give us cash at that point. And then we give all the money that we raise at that point in time to either the local food bank or take care of our veterans by giving the food and stuff like that, documenting and all that jazz. So I was hoping to put a motion to the floor to see if either cover the whole up for our post or split it with District 1. So that's my motion.
There's a motion on the floor to fund the